In 1932, my grandfather, Israel Brown, started this company called National Hauling. What they provided were dump trucks. They got a contract with the government to haul supplies for the war. So that's when the business kind of really took off.
When my grandfather started the business, it was the Depression. Had to figure out how to make money. Passes away at an early age. My dad is forced to come into the business. The obstacles that my grandfather and my dad had to overcome really set a tone for Ike, Sid, and I as we entered the business.
You can accomplish anything you desire as long as you don't get frustrated and give up. Too many people give up too easily.
I think the biggest lasting impression that he left on the business was he was a guy that he had a rough childhood, but he had like a grit or tenacity to be able to put him in a position to overcome all sorts of challenges. And I think that grit and tenacity, I think, still exists in the business today.
My father obviously was the figure that everybody associated the company with, but I would tell you that he was only as successful as the support he got from my mom.
I would come in after school or during the summers, and my dad would take me around to different departments within the home office and introduce me to people. And all of a sudden it started to hit me that this was a big business that my dad was looking for us to take an interest in somehow, some way.
What really kind of drove me back was the idea that I could get involved with a family business and really try to grow it and make something sustainable for a long period of time. 1983, the business was maybe a $90 million total business, 700, 800 drivers, I think, at the time. We had a small leasing company called Conestoga Leasing. We had a really small warehousing business. 1986, I believe it is, we bought a trucking company called Fleetline Express. And that gave us the opportunity to start running our trucks back and forth across country and up and along the I-5 corridor.
Remember, I started the brokerage business down here, Waxahachie, and the real estate business. Since Jeff got involved in it full time, that's when we really started to build things up.
There was some real estate that our dad taught us the importance of, but as I look today, we've evolved a huge real estate portfolio.
I think the real evolution over the last 10 years or so has been, taking all those different silos and getting them to work together.
Since I've joined the business in the last 5 years, I think there's just been explosive growth.
And we've had explosive growth, but you needed to build the foundation in order for us to get there, and that's spent a lot of years doing that.
I've seen the company grow to what it is now. It's somewhat of amazement. You realize that the people you're working for you hear the term visionaries. You never really know what it means until you know them. And they're true visionaries.
Well, the way that it's evolved is not just dollars and cents. It's people, it's the culture, it's the business lines, it's the way that we interact with the communities. It's everything. And one of my grandfather's favorite sayings and one of Sid's favorite sayings, and I can hear my dad saying it in my head right now, is if you don't grow, you die.
NFI Cal Cartage could be a forever job. So you can start at one level and progress your way forward and really feel like you've had multiple jobs, but staying in the same company and having the continuation of your team members and your growth.
We've always treated our people very good, and including what they've treated me very, very well.
To be able to get through difficult time periods, and there were other time periods that my dad had and probably my grandfather had, and sustain it to get to 90 years is, I think, pretty remarkable.
Through the years, people showing up every day to give 110%. That's what Bleed Blue is all about, and that's what NFI is all about.
I truly am inspired every day by our people who, care about our employees, they care about our customers, they care about the value that we're providing to the market. That's always been something that I think separates us from our competitors.
To celebrate 90 years and to be with a company that's been around for that long, it means a lot in terms of longevity and ensuring that the company stands the test of time, not just in a financial or economic way, but also culturally.
I want to thank the employees because 90 means nothing without the work that's been put into it all these years, and we're only as good as our workforce. Like the values say, we're a family.
You're not just a number, and they know you personally. And if you got a problem, you can go to them and resolve it.
Most of my co-worker here, I worked there for almost 20 years. We built up, we're not like working together, we built like a family here now.
It means a lot to see that the 90 years is not just about our family, but all the families associated with NFI.
I've got a lot of folks that have worked for me for a lot of years. I've watched them work their way up to different positions and move up in management. So I'm excited to see as they can continually grow and develop careers here.
They're able to provide their employees a lot of opportunities as they continue to grow. And that's what I think that they've done to get to the 90 years.
Proud that we're still here. We're proud that we have a plan to go forward with G4 and the next generation.
It's fantastic, right? This is third generation going into fourth generation, 90 years. You don't see companies last that long.
I think it's a testament to the fact that the family has been able to run the existing operations very successfully, while being able to look for other opportunities and be able to change.
NFI celebrating 90 years is a way to honor those that came before us. But what I also get excited about is making sure that this company is around for another 90 years.
We're here for the long haul, and we'll do whatever we can to keep this thing going.